Mura ba talaga bumili ng golf club sa Japan? Let's do the math. Hi guys, Coach R here. Kakabalik ko lang from Japan and namili tayo ng mga golf clubs. So in this video, breakdown natin yung mga costs. Kung mura ba talaga sa Japan. Kasi hindi lang naman yung cost ng clubs yung kailangan nyo malaman, kundi pati yung travel nyo, lodging, excess baggage, taxes. So if you add it all up, and namili nga kayo ng clubs, panalo ba kayo? Or break even lang? Or lugi ba? Hi mga kabola, kamusta kayo? Now that we've sold all our golf items from Japan that we bought 2-3 weeks ago, we can conclude na yung report natin on whether it's worth it to buy clubs in Japan or not. So, dito yung results and tingnan natin, analyze natin. So, I sold 4 clubs, no? Kasi yung iba, personal ko. I'm using it now and yung sa anak ko rin, no? So, tanggalin na natin yun. So, my box contained about 8 clubs, siguro ganun. So, I sold 4 and ito nga yung result, no? So, I'll put some pictures here of the item para kung di kayo familiar, ma-visualize yung ano siya. So, number 1 is yung TaylorMade MG5, no? Latest model ng TaylorMade wedge. This is a 52 degree. So we got it second hand, pero ganda yung condition, very good. At converted into pesos, mga 4,900. And I was able to sell it to a lady golfer for 7,500. Yeah. So yun muna, no? Total muna natin lahat before tayo mag-comment. Next is yung medyo steel to, yung Bridgestone na wedge set, 52-58. Medyo luma na yung model, pero maganda yung condition and forged siya. Maporma talaga, ano. So, gusto ko maitago sana, pero nabenta natin. So, yung dalawa na, sold as pack, we were able to buy it at 1,500, and sell it at 4,300. Kasi tumawad yung buyer ng konti. Okay lang naman. May margin pa naman. Next is yung Mizuno T22 wedge. This is a lob wedge. Dito medyo nahirapan tayo ibenta because ang learning ko is wala masyadong gusto ng Mizuno. I don't know. Gustong time ko when I was starting with golf, Mizuno was a top brand. And ngayon siguro, puro mga US brands na TaylorMade, Callaway, Titleist, no? So medyo natabunan si Mizuno. Medyo mahirap ibenta yung Mizuno wedge na to. Anyway, we still sold it. We got it at 1,700. Ito yung almost new pa. Wala kang gasgas tong Mizuno na to. And sell it at 3,500. And last yung Cleveland RTX Zipcore. Still very new, 9.5 condition. We were able to sell it at 3,500, but we got it for 1,600 pesos. All converted to pesos for simplicity purposes. So, ang total ng wedges, puro wedges kasi ito no? Nabili natin is 9,700 pesos. And we were able to sell it at 18,800 for a profit of 9,100. Okay na rin, no? Parang double na the cost. Ang issue dito is we had to pay, yun nga at the start of the vlog, sabi ko may mga additional costs. We had to pay extra baggage na 4,000. So it brings down our profit to 5,100 pesos. If you add pa yung mga expenses mo for travel, syempre pupunta ka pa doon, mag-train ka, or ako kasi naglakad lang ako so malapit lang yung hotel ko. But syempre kakain ka pa, and may extra expenses ka pa. So if you add a portion of your plane and lodging, worth it pa ba yung 5,100 para ituloy itong pagbenta ng clubs from Japan. So, ang learning ko siguro dito, baka hindi, medyo maliit eh. So, kaya pala yung mga nagbebenta, medyo mataas ang margin nila to cover the other costs. Hindi mo sila masisisi because marami pang other cost aside from just the unit or the item or yung inventory na binibili mo. Yung iba dyan, siniship pa nila. So may taxes pa yon, di ba? And yun nga, yung OPEX nila, yung all the expenses in Japan, no? So they have to factor it in. So tingin ko, yung experiment na ginawa ko, if you add all the costs aside from inventory costs nga, baka break even lang ako. Hindi nanalo, hindi natalo. Tama lang, no? So, wala rin akong talo dito sa experiment na to. But I just wanted to show na you have to consider all the costs and be careful when, buying and selling clubs from abroad kasi ultimately baka malugi kayo. So, sharpen your math skills. Put a lot of contingencies to be sure na you will win in the end. So yun lang. Thank you for watching.